When it comes to marking up the HTML documents for our websites, so far we've been looking very granularly at the content itself, but we have to also look at the website as a whole. So here's an example of a website, and on most standard websites, we have some main points. We have like the header up here, we have the navigation, we have like a main content area, and then we have a footer. So all of these things can be marked up in HTML. So first of all, we have a header element to denote like the masthead of your website. We have a main element like that to denote like where the main content is. And we have a footer element like this to denote where the copyright statement goes. So inside of each of these elements, we can add other elements that describe the website. So in our header, we might have an H1 for Mars like that. If we want to match this, and then you can see we have some navigation. So there's a navigation element here like that. Our navigation then could be an unordered list with some LIs inside there. So what are the things? Overview. And you'll notice my indentation is very specific here. The LI is indented because it's inside the UL. The UL is indented because it's inside of nav. Nav is indented because it's inside of header. So here's the sort of structure that we would use for our masthead of our website. One other thing about indentation would be like, you can see here, I wrote this whole line all on one line, but since the A is inside the LI, there's no reason why you couldn't write it like this from an indentation point of view. I just find it a little bit easier to write it on one line. So here's our sort of our masthead of our website, our header. So in the main content, maybe we'd have an H2 for overview. Maybe we'd have a paragraph of text here. Maybe a couple other paragraphs, something like that. Maybe an H3. So that goes in our main section. And then finally, down in our footer, we might have something like our copyright notice. So we have semantics that describe the content directly, like paragraph and H3 and list, but we also have semantic elements that describe the document or the website. So we have header for describing the header of our website. We have nav for describing where the navigation is, main for the main content, and footer for describing the footer of our website.